Welcome back. I'm the Watch Nerd. On this video, we go to two Rolex stores. This is another hunt for steal, where I go to the stores every week, two Rolex stores pretty close to each other, and see what they have, if there's any steal at all. And this week, there's very few selections. Actually, a lot of day dates were sold out, and I'll show you that when I flip you into the footage. Before I do so, I would like to keep announcing my Chanel chain giveaway. We're going to keep doing this until 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be entered, there's the 4 steps below in the description.
Now flipping ourselves around, it's sold. So we had in my all my videos since I've been coming to this AD, there was a Yachtmaster with factory setting in the face, and it sold for full retail. They told me $47,000. That's crazy to me. Just because it is a precious metal. It was on Oyster Flex, and that factory face with the ceramic, bezel. Really, really cool watch. There's no doubt about it. But it's sold, and then next with that, there's a ladies. I realized editing this video, putting it all together, there was only one sport model, precious metal in both stores I went to. So this store actually had the entire sport model line, even the gold ones are completely out except for one. I found that very insane. So now here's the day date. So there used to be, I don't know, I think there was three or four, and there's absolutely none on presidential 36 or 40 here. And as you can see, it's only on factory leather, and the women's have presidential. That is completely insane. In 1 week, they sold all these day dates because people realize this is all they have. They don't have other pieces. This is just the day dates and the date just. So people come out and they pay that hoping they can get a sport model. So it's really, really insane. And there you can see that Sky Dweller. I'm surprised the Sky Dweller is still there, even though it is a hefty price tag, 47 or 48,000 on that one. And it has a beautiful cream dial, great complication, really interesting watch. Now, coming into the sport model case, yeah, there it is, all empty. Last time they had two mid-sized yacht masters. I think they were either 35 or 37, and now they're completely sold out. They sold those two too. So that's just insane. They have empty shelves in a Rolex store. That's just crazy. There's not one piece, and I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was insane. I know some people get that sometimes, but to just have empty shelves is it's never. This is the most hype I believe around the Rolex brand ever. So now this is all date just, no 41s here, but there are some 36s, and we're going to get there in a second. Just taking you through here, these are all the two-tone pieces. Some beautiful ones, mostly factory diamonds, very few not. And then we'll get to the one OP there actually is here. So here's some date just, 36 up there as you saw before. And now here's some 36s, factory settings. That white is really, really beautiful too. And then these are some of the little more women's. There it is. That's a 34 down there, OP, and then there's a couple date just factory settings up here. But it's really crazy. And there you saw that. That's a completely empty shelf again. So there's two empty ones, and that concludes with this store. There was a few Cellinis, but I didn't want to show them off again because they're typically always there. It's very few are sold of the Cellini line, and when they do, they just typically have replacements. But at the same time, this is the end of this store. We're gonna head to the next one. There's a few day dates, but not much. And then also, I keep going to Omega too, just because I know there's not very hype with Omega, but I did find a very cool piece. So if you want to stick around, I will show the next Rolex store, but I will do a little bonus thing of Omega because I typically don't go to Omega. Omega has all their pieces in stock, so it's not really worth going and showing it. But if you do want to go see the Omega store in one of my videos, I would love a comment down below telling me that because they're very, very nice at Omega. I talk to them about every piece. They explain and just extremely great. I think probably one of the best customer service and the first Rolex store I always film in because I go and order each week. They are very, very good. The first Rolex store. So each Rolex store I can tell varies. With Omega, I always get great, great quality too with the customer service because I really don't talk about that much. But I definitely will in another video. That deserves its own video about customer service. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have, what you do, you should get treated equal with everybody else. And I don't believe in this. You have to have money. You have to go buy buy date just to just get customer service. I don't believe in that. And it's for another topic. It's for another video. So I don't want to go too deep into it. So that's where I'm going to leave it here. But I will definitely make another video on that subject. So now jumping it right into the other store. This is a rose gold day date, and the baguettes are at 9 and 6. I think that's really cool. I kind of like that, but I don't like the round, so I do like the full baguette better. I know that there's thousands of different dials. Really, really cool. Even with the date just line, there's so many dials. That's the one thing I really do like about the day date and the date just line. It is great to always mix and match. Even the old ones, you can put different ones in. I personally always do factory. I believe in that, but there's so much you can do. Even with the Rolex, I think had a little bit of fun. This is meteorite, so this is really, really cool. Very, very high in retail prices. You can see this is the 40 millimeter version. Then on the other side, they had the 36. Now this is the mother of pearl dial. The same baguettes, the same style at the 6 and 9 o'clock, but really, really cool. I personally like the 36 and Datejust. I would love to know that down in the comments though. Which one is your favorite? And then we had the platinum over there. I will show you two later on in the video. I'll do that towards the end of this story. So now here's three Datejusts, I believe, in the entire case. Now, yes, these are all Datejusts. So they only put three, and the next case has a little bit more. But as you can see, this is more deserted than the last store. Just unbelievable. And I think to myself, if these watches are selling out, even women's are selling so many, when if the economy moves, because watches move with the economy, people don't have money to go buy watches, then they're going to sell the watches because they have to go pay other bills. So I think if the economy changes, I think I'm talking new date just things like that, it will decrease substantially in value. But that is a completely different video right there. I can't just talk about that because there's so much I wanted to put in this video, but I couldn't. I just couldn't fit it in. And I will definitely talk about my thoughts on the Rolex bubble, what people think is going to happen, and what my predictions are of this bubble or quote unquote what is whatever it is what's happening with the Rolex world. So now I just glanced over here some more women's. If you want to pause it, you can see other ones. The olive green is really nice. That purple, I really do like that purple. But that's about it. The champagne, just it's a cool color, just not my particular dial, but I know some people who really like it. So now hopping into the last piece I want to show you real quick. It's the 40 mil day date. Really cool, and it's in platinum. I have showed this on the channel though, so I won't cover it extensively. Great watch though, and I'm just curious, what is your favorite piece today shown in the Rolex side? I am going to show you briefly an Omega here. So this is it. This is probably the one I really wanted to see this one, but apparently you have to put a full 10,000, I believe, on the you have to pre-order this piece. So luckily, somebody pre-ordered it, chose not to have it. They got it in person. They chose not to get it, and they got their refund back. But now the store has this piece. I don't believe it's going over retail because I think the retail was crazy high. I think it was like 83. I could be mistaken, 89 something. Yeah, around that price, 89 on the NATO. Now it's a really comfortable the NATO. The watch is great. As you can see, he designed it. James Bond designed it. Daniel Craig. He wanted to make it where it's not ceramic, it's not shiny. He wanted to make a watch that was very low key, and you can see that in this piece. I love Omega. I don't talk about Omega a lot, and I definitely think they have a place in the market. It's just their retail is so high on a lot of cases where I just don't really show it off. But I want to hear, do you want to see more Omega? I don't hear many people talking about it, but it is a great, great, cool brand, just very high on the retail market because I think they should bring it down just a little bit with that one. But that is a really cool one. I believe it's limited. I'm not sure how many though. I will. I asked them and they said it was limited, but a really, really cool piece. And on the NATO, it's just really cool that how The movie's not out, but the watch is, and I got to see that on person. I filmed it for you. But this is where I want to end this video. I want to thank you all for watching. And I just want to quickly remind you the Chanel chain giveaway. There's the 4 steps in the description. But it was very fun today. I got to go see some really cool pieces, and I was excited to show them with you. If you do want to talk about a little bit about more Omega, I would love to hear that in the comments below. And what was your favorite piece out of the day? I always love hearing that. But this is where I want to leave it. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I will definitely catch you in the next one.